So in my opinion, AI has brought about a tectonic shift. If I were to explain it analogically, there are two things that come to my mind. One is how the church disappeared and how did it happen? So in the 15th or the 16th century, Gutenberg invented the printing press. When he invented the printing press, all those people that would go for their Sunday mass stopped going to the Sunday mass. Hey, why? Because now the Bible had come home and they could go ahead and interpret Bible in their own ways. And that led to the expansion of religion as a whole and the world as a whole. The world expanded. That is one analogy which brings to mind as to how technology can actually be distributed in a far more democratic manner as it is being done today. The second analogy that comes to my mind is that all these various other branches of engineering that you've got, like civil engineering, electrical, electronic, mechanical engineering, these are mere limbs now. Where is the body? The body is here. In other words, it's like saying that to understand only mechanical engineering or electrical engineering or electronic engineering or civil engineering, etc., is like 4 pages of a grade 4 classroom mathematics book, where on one page I'm only doing mathematics, on the other page I'm only doing subtraction, and then on the third page I'm doing addition or multiplication, etc. And all those 4 pages finished when the calculator came in. So it's exactly one of those analogies that you could apply to understand AI. AI does not require coding, it does not require compute, it just requires logic. And for that logic, what you want is a mind which is empty. Unfortunately, our students, their minds are not empty. They are not only clogged with social media, but those minds are now ticking. They are neurally switching every 2 seconds, because every 2 seconds that they flip a reel on their video, on their videos, is the time that it takes for them, for the neurons to be flipping or switching. So the neural switching pace is about 2 seconds. Yoga is good for the rest of the world. Everybody knows that. Why is it that students can't do yoga? Simply because to do yoga, you need 30 minutes of a window. For a mind that is switching every 2 seconds, how will you find 30 minutes? So I think fundamentally, it needs to be spoken about from 2 aspects. One is the fundamental aspect of AI, which is say, how do we prepare the minds of the student to bring in AI into themselves, right? For which we've gone ahead and created a complete curriculum duly approved by AICTE and mandated rather by them, which we also hope to install at the REVA University. Create an AI mindset, right? Create guardrails in the mind so the mind just doesn't keep flipping over, and the mind is currently flipping over. The status of a student in today's time and age is the status of a child who's more like a blind man in a dark room looking for a black cat that doesn't even exist. And they're just flipping images, so they become zombies really. You are in your best position to be able to develop AI and to be able to create products if you first know where you are in your life yourself. So that is the first fundamental thing that one has to do. So 2 analogies I gave you. One is the basic fundamentals of AI that I've given you. Third is then to be able to, after you've emptied your mind with this one app that we've given you, which is a mind mechanics app, is then to be able to utilize that mind in terms of imagining. Imagination, you do not require any passport to visit that nation called imagination. It just comes to you. So I think those are the 2 things that I would encourage this university. Looking at the campus, amazing. The students, amazing. The faculty, amazing. Your vice chancellor, amazing. Your chancellor, superlative. I think you have all the ingredients of a beautiful dish that can be served to the world outside and certainly in your own area. By setting up an AI lab, I would encourage you to set up an AI lab. And then out of that AI lab, let not 6, not 7, but let 700 disciplines come out of that AI lab. On that note, I'd wish you all the very best, and thank you very much for having me over.